Hey, Tippi Toes families, how you holding up? It's been a crazy March for sure. I'm Kyleen, I'm the owner of Tippi Toes here locally, and I just wanted to send a video update along with the email. If you're anything like me, I'm a little information overload, so I just didn't know if you prefer to read the updates or if you prefer to just watch a brief video so I can shoot all this information your way. If you have any questions about any of this, we're here for you. Please let us know. You can reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram or call our office at 270-883-1797. Okay, Tippi Toes updates. At this point, you should have received week 1 virtual class from us, week 2 virtual class from us, as well as a recital video. Those would all have been emailed to you with a link to each one of those videos. Some of the like week 1 class we broke into a couple different sessions. We've heard great feedback from you guys, even that you're doing like part 1 and part 2 at different points in the week to kind of schedule that out, since we're all brand new instant homeschool community also. But if you don't have those, let us know. They're going to your spam, or we don't have your correct email in our database, so we want to get that updated. But I would say check your spam, and if you don't have them, let us know. On top of that, Tippi Toes Corporate has a virtual dance program that actually has a cost attached to that. They have waived that during this time, and if you're a current dancer with us, we enrolled you into that virtual dance program from corporate at no cost. So you should have already received an email from them with the login password, and you may have already received week 1 of those classes and week 2 of those classes. So that's a whole lot of dance classes by video that you should have at this point, and we're just going to keep them coming through April. Also for April, we're planning, in addition to the virtual classes that we're going to email you that you can watch whenever you want, my teachers are missing your kids. And those of you who I've been able to talk to over the last couple weeks, I'm hearing from you that the kids are missing teachers and their classmates in dance class also. So for April, for our current dancers through April, we're going to be scheduling like a 10 to 15 minute Zoom dance class per class. We have about 60 classes that we run each week. So I just ask that you be patient with us while we get all the logistics figured out. But this will not replace your classes we're going to email to you. This will just be a fun time for the kids to get to connect with their teacher, to chat about dance, and to get up and have a little dance party together. So this is more about your kids just knowing that we love them and that we're thinking of them and that their teacher misses them. So be on the lookout for that in April. If you don't know about Zoom, it's an app. You can load it on your phone or you can put it on your computer. It's free and it's like a video conference. So we're not the experts by any stretch of the imagination, but we can help you get that set up if you have any questions too. Recital. I feel like May is 4 million days away at this point, just because the information's changing often. So I'm gonna ask that we just all agree that we're not gonna make the call about recital till we get further into April. We've been in contact with both of our venues for our Owensboro, Ohio County recital, as well as our Bowling Green recital. And we all agree that we will make those final decisions as we get into April and see how all this unfolds. But we have some great backup plans, plan B, C, D, just depending on how all this pans out. Always the safety of our dance family comes first, but we're just gonna wait. We're gonna pay attention to the guidelines and we're gonna make the call a little bit later in April. So I promise you I'll update you on that. tuition. Even with all the things that we're doing, I recognize that nothing replaces being together in person in dance class. So for April, tuition is going to be $27, and we're working on getting all that set up right now. If you have multiple children involved, it's not going to be $27 per child. We're going to get with you guys on what that looks like for like second and third children that you have enrolled with Tippi Toes as well. If you have any questions about that, just let us know, but we'll plan to roll that out for April. Birthday parties, if your kids have birthday parties, be on the lookout for a text message from us. We're getting in touch with you guys to offer either for their dance teacher to call and celebrate their birthday with them on their birthday, or if you prefer, we could have the princess or the superhero of their choice call them to wish them a happy birthday on their birthday. And just so happens we are best friends with all the princesses and superheroes, so we can totally hook you up there. But y'all know what's been so sweet? Of the families that we've already had the chance to reach out to about birthdays, some of you guys are choosing to have the dance teacher, that your child's dance teacher, call and over a princess or a superhero. And when I tell you, it's those little pieces that are happening inside of all this crazy that just means so much to us, and it energizes us and it keeps us going to get creative, to find more ways to stay plugged in with you all. So those are my Tippi Toes updates. I would just like, is it okay if I share a devotional with you? Because more than anything, I am a child of God, and really, just as much as I know that we need to have updates about Tippi Toes in classes, my heart has been to just get with you guys and encourage you and just to help us fix our gaze on a God who loves you and loves all of us. And even in the middle of really scary times, I don't know if you've been laid off or if finances are going to be difficult over the next few weeks. I think we're all in the same boat with that. But we have a God who loves us and whose promises are true, and it is solid ground that we can stand on in the middle of really uncertain and shaky times. So there's some verses that have been my anchor over the last couple of weeks, with all the information flying and just stuff changing day by day. And it's like this camp is saying this and that camp is saying that, and it's hard to know who to trust. God shows us that in the middle of all that, we can find peace when we set our mind on Him. And in Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, he tells us, set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are of earth. And what he's saying is, of course, we're parents. We're going to have to tend to the things of our home, and we're going to have to take a look at all the pieces. But there's a slippery slope here that we can get so consumed with all the information and all the updates, and the worry starts to set in and fear starts to grip us, and our children can see that happening. And God's telling us, yes, deal with the things we have to deal with, but set your mind on who He is, and that He doesn't change even though we're in the middle of a ton of change, and that His promises are trustworthy in the middle of not knowing which news to trust, right? Even over here in Romans chapter 8, verse 6, it says to set our mind on the things of the flesh, which is all the stuff that we're having to deal with right now. That brings death. And what it means is it can just rot us from the inside out if that's what we're just fixed on and consumed with day in and day out. So you may even have to say, I'm going to stop watching the news for a little bit. I'm going to get the information I need, and then I'm going to just stop, push pause and allow peace to set in my home, because the second part of that Bible verse is, but to set our mind on the Spirit, to set our mind on who God is and who his promises are, that brings life and that brings peace. And God has done that in my life more times than I can count. And I'd love to share them all with you. And maybe I might just do that. But that is my prayer for you guys, to say, God, help us every day know how to set our mind on your promises to take care of us, and your promises to protect us in the middle of all of this unknown. There's a great Bible commentary that says it like this about setting our mind. He says, setting your mind's like choosing a television station to watch. You can choose to watch Channel 5, or you can choose to watch Channel 8, but you can't watch Channel 5 and Channel 8 at the same time. So my prayer for you guys, my Tippi Toes dance family, every morning I'm going to be praying, God, show us how to set our mind and to fix our eyes on who you are, so that we can have peace in our day. And I just pray that you experience that in a way that's real to your family, in a way that's very personal to what you're dealing with in your home. If you have any questions, if I can pray with you, I'd be honored to do that. If you have needs that are not being met right now, please reach out to us. That may seem weird, but please reach out to us. There's a bunch of us on our team that are connected to different community organizations and to different church families who are doing a lot of meeting needs in the community, and we would be honored to try to link you up with people to help you get through this. I love you all. I'm praying for you guys. Please keep sending videos of your kids dancing at home. That is life to my soul right now. And I promise I'll keep you updated as we have new information. See you soon.